My name's Dave Dubeau, founder of MoneyPartnerFormula.com, and this show is built for everyday real estate investors who are actively doing deals and looking to scale using other people's money. So if you're an active real estate investor and you want to get featured on this show to talk about your own real estate and capital raising experiences, then just go to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now let's get rolling with this episode, and remember to subscribe for daily interview content.
Hey gang, big treat for us today. Fellow podcaster Natalie Pilkinton is zooming in from Houston. Natalie is not only a podcaster, she's a very accomplished real estate entrepreneur. She's very active herself, and she's got tons of experience working with some pretty big outfits and raising capital and working in investor relations as well. So Natalie, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I got to catch a couple of your shows previously and enjoyed them. I think you've had some solid people, so excited to be here.
We're keeping it up with having you on the show, that's for sure. So anyhow, Natalie, give us a little snapshot. As we're recording this, it's the end of 2025. What does real estate investing look like for you these days?
Abundance of opportunity. So real estate is on sell. So from the investor perspective, there's huge opportunity out there, whether you're buying inventory homes from builders at a discounted rate, or you're going in and you're buying homes that are, unfortunately being foreclosed on. But with the market, with the high taxes, with the higher interest or variable rates that were out there, and higher insurance prices, people didn't watch their escrow accounts. And what does that mean? That means that whenever their escrow is reset or resized, that they're in a world of hurt. And unfortunately, that extra $200, $300, $400 is impactful, and they need to sell and move to get out from underneath that. So that's where we come in and actually get to buy and help that family out.
So are you doing more flips, long-term rentals? What's kind of your main strategy these days?
So I'm doing flips right now, but definitely looking to buy and hold. That's for that long-term wealth building and that appreciation growth that really, is so beneficial. Not to forget about the tax advantages that you get from holding rentals versus the flip. You get hit, with that huge tax. So
now you've had your fingers in a lot of different real estate assets. One of the things that piqued my curiosity is you've got experience in car washes. Tell us a little bit about that and the pros and cons of that particular asset class.
Oh, I got stories for days. Okay, so I won't go into all of them. However, a couple of videos have gone viral from my car washes. I owned a self-serve car wash that was in my buy.
With the wands, so that kind of car wash that's got the wands in? Okay, got it. Mm-hmm.
So I owned that in my neighborhoods that I had my rentals. So it was for sale. We bought it. And that was kind of our gateway to buy other car washes. And so one of my partners in that property, that asset my lender ended up partnering with me on the other two that we purchased. Mm-hmm. And one was more of a land play that a lot of times they'll build self-serve car washes just to offset income and have that income coming in until the property appreciates to the value and they can use it for whatever they wanted it for.
I see. Okay.
And so we had that self-serve car wash and it had an automatic on it. However, it was not top of the line automatic. And we ended up selling that to a restaurant. They own a lot of Mediterranean restaurants. And then they ended up selling it to a company that converted it to an auto shop. So just roll up doors and
yeah. So was that plan? Get rid of the, just have the car wash on temporarily, then get rid of it when it's time to put something permanent up there. Is that kind of the gist? Okay.
Right. And then our killer car wash was in a little town called Cut and Shoot, or right at the cusp of Cut and Shoot and Conroe, north of Houston. And we have Lake Conroe, so a lot of through traffic going from one freeway to the next. People would stop and wash their boats. And we actually upgraded that to a tunnel wash, which is the high-end wash. So we still had our self-serve bays, and then we added the tunnel wash component to it. We had an eminent domain there, so they actually took frontage to widen the freeway. We moved our vacuum. So we went through a lot with that little property, but that was a cash cow property. So we ended up selling that. My partner in that is aging and he didn't want to do as much or be as involved as he was. So we dialed it back. Now I'm down to one, and that's my original car wash. And looking to move that one and sell that one now. So,
Okay. So over the years that you've had these car washes, what have been some of your big takeaways? Like what have been, everybody gets kind of excited about car washes thinking that this is a hands-off thing. It's a cash generator, cash cow. You hardly have to put anything in except for some soap every once in a while, yada, yada. What's the reality of the car wash business, Hadley?
it breaks down on holidays. It breaks down, when you're on your way to your kid's recital, or, like you're just running by to do something real quick and it's the world's fallen in on the property. So, it really, you got to buy well, I would say, is probably the biggest thing. And I don't mean numbers wise, I mean buy in the right area. So you don't want to be in a transitioning area where there's a lot of crime or anything, because we use tokens. We don't even use, coins. They see it and they want to vandalize it. So our camera system is good. Our lock system is good. And I don't tolerate stuff. So I'll call it in, even dumpers, because everybody thinks the car wash is their local dump. So we have mattresses and, U-Hauls getting cleaned out with that had paint spilled in them, we have everything happen at the car wash. If you want to think about it, like it's probably happened there, from ATM machines to cow carcasses to much more, but I won't go into all of that. It is crazy. Like I do on my social, I will post car wash updates. It's almost like the sagas just from this one particular location. So I'm
the one that you still got, or the one that you sold?
The one I still have. This is the one I'm looking to sell.
Yeah.
I have a partner in it that is not my ex-husband. So, and
lots of reasons to sell.
Yeah. So, and when one wants to work the business and the other doesn't, it's definitely difficult in that situation. So it's not ran the way that I would run it, but it is what it is. We all have a dog, and sometimes we got to take it out back and put it down, unfortunately.
Old Yeller, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. So on to happier topics, but thanks for sharing that. Because
I will say car washes don't burn either. So like, you can torch it, because people have joked with me, why don't you torch it? Somebody tried that, and we actually have the explosion caught on camera and everything from them dousing the van on fire, like with gasoline and it blowing up. So
in your car wash.
Yes. Car washes do not burn. So not that I would ever commit insurance fraud or suggest anybody commit insurance fraud, but it's seen its wild days. So
yeah.
Hey there, if you're a capital raiser, a syndicator, or a fund manager, and you're looking for a steady flow of incoming accredited investor leads, then go ahead, grab a free copy of my new book, How to Get 20 Accredited Investor Meetings Every Month Without Cold Calling, Networking, or Chasing People. You can get that at 20accreditedinvestorsbook.com. Again, that's the number 20accreditedinvestorsbook.com.
Okay, so there's lots of opportunity in real estate these days in your neck of the woods. Sounds like you're focusing more on the single family home side of things. Are you going to get back into multifamily as well, or stick to the single family homes?
I'm open. I will underwrite and see what's going on and how it underwrites and what it looks like. Affordable housing is something I'm passionate about. I think that people need to be able to afford where they live. And so senior living is one of those things. So if I can make that happen in a smaller multi-unit, I will. Or if I can make it happen in like a mobile home or a tiny home area or anything along those lines, I'm just looking at it and underwriting it. And the business is a small world, right? So there's always somebody that you can reach out to and talk with about how they're doing this and what they're doing and what that looks like. So, it's lots of opportunity out there, lots of people moving to Texas. So we have an affordable housing crisis here that we still need affordable housing. So however that looks, that's what I'm doing. So I'm flipping single family on the lower price point just because market's good. You got people moving up, market's bad. You've got people moving down. So that keeps my lenders and my investors happy. And you're moving quick. Like I don't want property sitting, time is money in this business. So.
Right. So with your flipping business, how long have you been doing that for, Natalie?
I've been flipping for about 15 years. So in the beginning, I bought everything but I would take time off depending on if I was working for somebody else, because I've worked for syndicators raising capital, depending on the market. But my background is real estate education. Started with a huge company and helped grow them nationwide. Yeah. And then after that, I went on my own and worked for a syndicator then. And when the market shifted, with the variable rates and everybody was paying that low cap rate and buying into properties, you're like, what are you doing? I actually sold a lot of my single family homes and went into multifamily with good operators. Yeah. And unfortunately, I have lost half my portfolio in foreclosure. So I lost 941 units to foreclosure, which was 2 properties. One of them was huge. Poster property. The pref group wanted it, came in and took it over and took it. Which, you lose some, you win some, but I still have 915 doors in the multifamily space. So just looking to build my portfolio. But for me, hands down, single family is just like, I can do that in my sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. So with your current flipping business, what kind of volume you're looking to do?
So I'm not looking to be massive. Like, I want a quality of life. I want to be able to build and grow at a scalable point, So for me, doing a house a month is perfectly fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. That makes a lot of sense. And how do you typically work with investors? If you're doing the flips, then the nice thing is typically you don't need that many investors because they kind of recycle their money and just kind of invest time after time. Right. Are you looking to raise capital for any different kinds of deals, any of these buy and hold rental type properties? What does that look like moving ahead, Natalie?
So for the affordable housing, ultimately my goal is I want to go and buy land and put some affordable housing on the land, whether it's a mobile home park. I'm not sure how long sustainability, tiny homes, and that micro lifestyle is going to be a fit unless you're in a blue collar worker, where the guy wants the boat, the truck, and the tiny house to lay his head down. Like, he doesn't care. But like 2-bedroom, smaller homes is something that is still very affordable for people. So, and it's not caught up in like a trend of housing. So you just don't want to get caught up in that. But ultimately my goal is to find some land and actually set that up, or buy an existing mobile home park. And it doesn't have to be, I don't want to be in the, big city because that's bigger dollars. I want to be in the suburb, by a plant, or, by a good work source.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about your podcast.
So our podcast actually came, the 3 of us work together. There's 3 ladies, and we cover business, life, and real estate. So I'm the real estate portion. Mm-hmm. We have Mindy Price, who was really big with the Houston Apartment Association, National Apartment Association, the Suppliers Council, president-elect. I don't know. She always makes it to the top wherever she goes. She's on the podcast, and her and I used to do a talk show on 700 AM in Houston. And so when we all left our previous job, we started the podcast. So Kelly is also on, and she's a business owner and owns home health in Louisiana and Mississippi are the markets she works out of. So we have a sip of the day. So we have a beverage, and we just have a good time chatting, Gen Xers, talking about how it used to be with dial-up internet and our kids, and just life now and everything that we go through, from, helping our parents that may be aging and then trying to kick our kids out of the house at the same time. So, just all the juggles of life that we go through.
Yeah, I could relate to that. That sounds wonderful. So Natalie, as we're wrapping things up, if people would like to connect with you, where should they go? What should they do?
Yeah, they can go to Natalie at nataliepilkinton.com. And reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you if there's any questions you have, or if you're looking to invest or want to learn more. Love to talk to you guys.
And what's the name of your podcast, and where do people find it?
It's Sugar, Spice, and Spirits Podcast, and it's wherever you catch your podcast. So
nice. Good name. Natalie, thanks for being on the show. It's been fun.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, everybody. Take care. See you on the next one.
Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And as always, if you want to listen to more daily interview content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're an active real estate investor and you're doing deals and you'd like to get featured on this show, then just head over to daveinterviewsyou.com.